Hello everyone. It is time for the full moon reading for December 2020. Last one of the year. I believe it is in Capricorn, which is an emotional, watery energy. So we'll see what's coming in around the bend. Full moon is often about releasing stuff and forgiveness. But in doing so, we make room for other things to enter. So I'm just going to let the cards tell us what we need to know. So basically, how do we best harness this energy coming in? I'm going to use my Naked Tarot that's brand new. I just did a unboxing and an interview with it. And this is the White Light Oracle. I'm going to ask for overall energy I'm just going to pull one card on that, and then I'm going to clarify with my trusty Light Seers tarot. So I'm going to start with the White Light Oracle and give a few shuffles here. What is the overall energy for the reading for pretty much anyone who's tuning into this? Any of the viewers? These cards are a little big for my hands. Just a hair. What is the overall energy for this reading, please, Spirit? Thank you, Spirit. What's the overall energy of this reading, please? Let's see if I can. These are all really new decks, so they're a little bit stickier than they will be in months to come if I use them pretty much. Spirit, what is the overall energy for this deck, or for this reading, sorry, for the full moon this year? The last full moon of 2020. This one wants to pop out. I'm just going to let it. Sacrament of Extreme Unction. I'll show this to you. And I'm going to look it up, and then I'll show it to you again. These are pretty lengthy. I'm not going to... I'll show you what the book looks like. So here's Extreme Unction, and it is 4 pages long. So that's a little bit longer than I'm wanting to give this at the moment. But here's the beautiful image. And I'm just going to read this part that's in italicized so that you can see. In the first sentence, because it's caught my eye. In an ideal world, we would finish our inner work, be completely healed, check it off the list, and move on without any issues from the past intruding into our present life. Okay. So it says, your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. It's time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You've been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is the time to trust in what is meant for you and move forward with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. So that's nice. And appropriate, right? We're going to just be coming into a new year in a couple days. So that seems like a kind of a good send-off for the year. Naked Tarot, what do you have to show? My full moon group. These are a little, all these decks are new except for the Light Seers. So they're all slightly sticky. There we go. Okay. Spirit, what have we got? Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know this deck at all yet. Ooh, there's two here. I think that would come out here. And they may want to be read together as one, so I'll have to take a peek. Okay. Two fours here, that's interesting. In a row. And we have the Strength card for the Major Arcana and the Star at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to lie, I did one reading and I was just so unfamiliar with the cards and clunky with it that I chose to start over. But some of these cards are similar, but I'm seeing more of the forgiveness and release stuff coming up. Star is nice at the bottom of the deck, though, which kind of reiterates that. And I'll read you what the star says, because to me that is pertinent. And to read it the way they've written it, so that it's not my interpretation, it's the real way. Let's see. I keep going back and forth with these things, sorry. It's also a good way for you guys to get to know some certain decks. This is the one, in an ideal world, we'd finish our, inner work, be completely healed, check it off the list, and move on. And then in a more realistic view, we do our best to muddle through, gaining enough understanding and healing to attain some degree of closure and move on as best we can, flicking off remnants of the past which can arise even whilst we are doing our best to let go. In an ever more challenging turn of our growth spiral, we may know something has run its course and no longer belongs in our world, yet have trouble exorcising, that's exorcise, like get rid of the exorcist, passing its pains, confusions or attachments, so it bleeds through to the present, even though we know it doesn't belong there. Which brings us to the energy of the star, because to me these are like the overall bookends, right? We're going to bookend all these cards, and it basically comes down to what these two say anyway. I trust, this is about healing, right? Guidance and dreams. I trust that if my spirit is wounded, it will always renew itself and return to a place of hope, where my dreams and inspiration await me. Each day I am guided by divine light that fills my heart with inspiration and optimism. I continually become stronger, braver, and bolder as my energy realigns and I step into my flow. I trust that my heart is opening up and my energy is calling in all that I desire. My chakras realign and my aura restored. So this is have faith in the universe. After all, it holds all the brightest stars. So even if things don't look like they're working out, know that you don't just have one chance at stuff. And I think that our earthly selves expect things not to work out. I don't know why we've been trained that way. We expect things not to work out. Life is hard, blah, blah, blah. But Spirit has a plan for us. And if we follow it and allow it, it will work out, and it might be in different ways than you had hoped for or expected, but it will be in amazing and wonderful ways. So interesting and hard message sometimes. So the Four of Swords, that is the first card out. And the Four is often about being stuck, and Swords is the thought card or the mental card. So it's about, this one is about taking a rest, which came up in the last one too. It was a different card, of course, but suggested taking a rest. And with the holidays, and it's been a really tough year for many, many people, it can be about stuck, but this time it's about it's pause. It's taking a pause. And then the Four of Pentacles is the little squirrel. Yeah, the four, as far as stability, it's, it's not movement, right? It's 4 legs on a chair, 4 legs on a table. It's not movement. 3s and 4s, not movement. They're sturdy. So this is about stability, earned gain, and attachment. So it says, you've earned the rewards of stability. My confidence remains strong. I'm clear about my goals. And then I'm just going to skim over and then make room for a little extra fun. So these 2 cards, I'm thinking, are the first position. And that puts you in you've earned the right to take a rest. Take a rest, you've earned it. So just relax for a bit. And these guys look like it's a little bit about burdens. With the 8 of Swords, yeah, self-doubt. There's some heavy burdens there. Constraint and release. It says, as I tune into my words, I hear my thoughts. As I start to connect the thoughts, I can slowly start to see the patterns they create and where my self-doubt is rising from. As I come to realize they are only thoughts, and patterns of thoughts are not truths, I can start to release their power. Just skimming down a little bit. You have the power to break free, loving spirit. So I think that is probably why you need to take a rest, so that this stuff can come, you can deal with whatever it is and release it. Because full moon sheds light on things, right? The new moon is darkness and opportunity for new stuff. But the full moon, it's bright. It illuminates. It is about revealing things, and maybe it is revealing whatever it is that's holding you back. We'll see. And that 9 of Wands, this is again another card of burden. 10 of Wands. But 10 is like the end of the road, right? After 10 you get into the royal cards. So this is about depletion, delegation, and completion. So when the weight of life feels unavoidable and draining, I can decide to let it overload me, or I can choose to reset my energy and move forward with ease. So great, I don't even need to read more. So you're tired, you need to break. Take a break. These are all set together. I love when this happens. And maybe this... Sorry. I had to take a little sip of water. But maybe this burden or whatever is what these cards are referring to. So I think this opportunity for rest that you've already earned, you've earned that opportunity. You need to take a rest so that you can kind of let this other stuff go, because that's really hard to do any spiritual healing or letting go of anything if you're just busy and raw, because that is corrosive energy and not healing. So you need to take a rest. If you can't find time to take a rest, take a bath. Just 10 minutes to yourself. take it even a few minutes if you're living in a colder climate, even a few minutes outside shoveling, breathing air. And yes, you're productive, but you can just kind of let your mind go. That's the kind of rest. Not like a vacation in Tahiti, which you could do too if you wanted. Sorry, strength here is about the courageous soul. Sorry. The naked heart message is, I accept myself for who I am and courageously step out into the world, sharing my light with others. I make space for patience and peace in my heart. I'm kind and compassionate with myself, and this energy expands to the way I treat others. I am a product of love, and I carry this worthiness in all that I do. Acceptance of yourself and your situation will guide your compassion and instincts forward. And then we have the Six of Cups. I want to see how these three work together before I say too much. Yeah, this is where you felt safe. It's that nostalgia. So maybe you're longing for that. When you close your eyes, you have access to all you can dream and feel, is what it says. And then have to ask yourself, are your memories remembered in truth? As I reflect and drift away into happy thoughts of my past, my inner child is sparked. I reconnect with a sense of romanticized energy and joy as I transport back to an atmosphere that feels magically spellbound. I recreate memories of nostalgia and merriment. These moments in time are precious and help shape who I am. I am mindful that memories can conjure up all types of emotions, and I can harness and recreate the same sensation while living in the present. So I do feel like these two are working together. Self-acceptance and your strength and your courage is to be who you truly are, and this is how you came to be who you are. Now let's see what the Nine of Pentacles has to say. And you have a big a flamingo. It's about accomplishment, independence, and prosperity. So the Naked Heart says, I've worked hard for my achievements and accomplishments. I'm worthy of abundance, both spiritually and physically. When I take pride in all I have accomplished, I can bask in the paradise I have created and the luxuries life has to offer. I'm worthy of it all. I am proud of who I am and what I have to offer. I generously give my guidance to those who are working hard to achieve prosperity too. What I have to offer holds a lot of value. Sorry, I couldn't read that right. Time to destroy your stuff and show yourself off. So I think that's lovely. I do think these all work together. This is great. It's a nice reading, you guys. I think the full moon is bringing in some good stuff. You need to allow yourself a little bit of just letting go, relaxing, so that you can find a place to get rid of this stuff. Let it dissipate, whatever it is, self-doubt. And then this is where you shine again. And the shining, 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 right? I'm going to ask for a little blessing because I don't think I really need to do any clarification. I think that this is about as good as it gets. Perfect for a full moon. I'm going to ask what the goddess is. The goddess power. And this is a new deck too. Yes, I had a nice Christmas. It was very nice. Yeah, this is like all I ever want is more cards, more cards, more cards. I love them so much. And you'll see me do more unboxings. I do some readings too, mostly full moon and new moon. I'm trying to figure out ways to be able to schedule other additional readings, but I'm juggling a few things at the moment. So the unboxing, and well, my my employment job is currently shut down due to COVID, and my self-employment stuff I'm working very hard at. So I'm trying to get that all in place in addition to this before we open again, so that I will have a good head start. I will have planted my seeds. Spirit, what have we for the full moon for the group? Full moon group, okay, Parvati, or Parvati, I always say it wrong. She's about devotion. This is another Colette Baron Reed deck. She has works with such amazing artists. It's about, and with these, it's about you have an empowerment message and then the alignment message. The empowerment one is, I think, just the regular message, and then if you need a little extra, if it comes upside down, that would be about how to get it into alignment. So it says, true commitment comes from wholehearted living in body, mind, and spirit, which is all this stuff, right? God, this is amazing. I love when this happens. When Hindu goddess Parvati rises up to greet you, she's acknowledging you for your sincere devotion to personal growth. With the world in so much turmoil, it's not easy to devote yourself to higher knowledge and a strong faith. But if you're to serve others by being a bearer of love, compassion, and light, you must recommit yourself every day as unwavering in your devotion, as Parvati was to Shiva and her goal of bringing peace to the world. Parvati asks that you find silence in daily meditation to contemplate your devotion, which is this over here, that taking a rest, and to making this world a better place. The great God, which is here, because this is about sharing your gifts. These two especially. Then in all areas of your life, every choice will be in alignment and in service to this truth. When the goddess Parvati comes to visit, it is a beautiful sign that you are on the right track, which is what this one said too. Oh my gosh, and look at how the colors are sort of echoed. Well, good reading, you guys. Happy full moon to you. Thanks for tuning in. Feel free to please like my stuff, and please subscribe. The more you subscribe, the more I can keep doing these, and the better I get. So I'm fairly new at this. Thank you very much for watching, and happy full moon. Thanks. Bye.